Since last week, I made a video of Malcolm Wallace and why I didn't think he had anything to do with the assassination. I figured today I would make a video of James Files and why I don't think he had anything to do with the assassination. For pretty much the same reason I don't believe Malcolm Wallace, I don't believe James Files, because their stories does not fit the evidence. But anyways, there's a couple of points that people that believe James Files make about his story, right? One of them being that there's two pictures that were taken that day that seem to fit James Files' story. There's a picture taken from the south side of Elm Street on Dealey Plaza, seconds or moments or milliseconds before the headshot of the president, with the background being the picket fence. And in that picture, you can see somebody behind the picket fence wearing a fedora, one of those very popular hats from that time. Exactly, more or less, not exactly, more or less where James Files claims to have been. And there's pictures of James Files with a fedora hat from that time period. So that fits. It's not a real. It's pretty flimsy, but it fits his story. There's also another picture taken of the schoolbook depository from about the same area, but in that direction. And you can see people. There's some people over their kids trying to shelter them from the bullets. The bullets were long. There was nobody shooting, but they were being careful, covering their kids. There's reporters, cameramen, photographers running around taking pictures, running towards the grassy knoll, and in the background, behind the cement wall or fence, I'm not sure what to call it, you can see a dark figure walking away, and the dark figure walking away like in a hurry, because you can see him slightly tilted forward, which again fits James Files' story. That's more or less where he went. And another thing in his favor is part of his story is that when he shot the president, he took out the cartridge, he bit it, which is very strange for many reasons, but one of them being that it would be hot. So why would you stick it in your mouth and bite it? Well, anyways, that's what he claims. He put it on the fence and he took off. The thing is that nobody saw that bullet or that cartridge there immediately afterwards. It wasn't until 10 years later, somebody found a cartridge that fits James Files' description of the cartridge that he left there. So those three things and his confession, so it's four things that point towards James Files being at least one of the assassins. The thing is that he also claims to have been with Lee Harvey Oswald the day before, supposedly planning the assassination, I guess. And unfortunately for James Files, we know exactly where Lee Harvey Oswald was the whole day before. One of the things that the Warren Commission did fairly well was to figure out where Lee Harvey Oswald was on the days leading towards the assassination and immediately after the assassination. We know, as close to a matter of fact as you can get to, that Lee Harvey Oswald was at work the day before, the whole day. And then after work, he got a ride by one of his coworkers to his wife's house and stayed there the whole afternoon with his wife and kids, supposedly trying to get her to accept him back, trying to get back together. And then he stayed there the whole night, and then the morning he left with the same coworker to work to the school book depository. So we know pretty much where he was, and this guy James Files claims to have been with him. So that right there tells me that this guy is just making it up. Is the things that help him are two pictures that are that you can't really tell who it is, and a cartridge, a big cartridge that he can't even tell you why he did that, and it wasn't found at the time. It was found, I'm not sure exactly when, but it was found much later. Not immediately. There were cops all over the place looking for anything. If they had found a if they had found a cartridge, they would have definitely put it in evidence, right? So anyway, so I do not believe him for the same reasons I don't believe Mac Wallace, because their stories do not fit the evidence. I guess that's it.